Hi everyone, and welcome back to Cupid Parasite. So we got rescued by Minerva from maybe her trap, I don't know. And now we're back in Celestia with Raul, so let's see what chaos comes from that. It's so warm. Yeah, but it's, I feel like I'm swimming in cotton. How's that would probably feel awful. The pain, the suffering, the anxiety, all gone. A hand touches my forehead. I bet it's Raul. That's right, I need to wake up. Raul must be worried, sick. If he's still around, I think he's a little excited right now. I open my eyes and wake myself up only to be greeted by a sudden hug. Oh, it is him. Hi. It's Raul. He's hugging me like he's trying to squeeze the air out of me. I'm gonna die if you had to hug me like that. Aww.
もう君が助からないかと思って本当によかった
Aww. Raul embraces me with all his might as his body shook. Oh, he was probably so scared she was gonna die. Poor thing. I can feel his warmth. I see I'm alive. Good job. I touch my foot to confirm that it's healed. I return to my divine form because I'm back in Celestia. My injuries are gone and death fled from me. But if I hadn't returned, I'm sure I would have died. Probably. I would never have felt the warmth from Raul again. I'm so glad I'm alive. I hold on to Raul's shoulder and try to catch a breath. The thought of dying and not being able to speak to him again is too much. If the tables were turned, then I probably wouldn't have been able to save him. Yeah, probably not. That was just how precarious our situation was. The sense of relief weighs down on me, bringing tears enough to blur my vision. Raul, thank you. We made it.
神が助けてくれたんだ
Yeah, it was Minerva. You're right. I'm sure that was Auntie back then. She did say she was watching over me when she spent her time looking over the human world. I bet she saw what happened and guided us out. We hold each other crying. Slowly the heat from his body subsides.
ね
Yes?
え俺今回の旅行で君に伝えたいって思ってたことがあるんだ本当はギリシャのホテルで言いたくていろいろ準備してたんだ
Oh, was I gonna walk into a room full of balloons and roses?
それでその時にサプライズで渡そうってプレゼントとかも用意してたハプニングで全部なくなっちゃったけどさそれを今言っていいかな
Sure. He lets go and looks right at me. It'd be rude for me to interrupt him now. All I do is nod in response. Yes, what is it? Raul smiles and rubs my cheek with his bruised fingers. Poor guy, he went through it.
俺は恋をしたことがなかったからさこの感情がなんて名前なのか自分でもしばらくわからなかったでも君が他の男といたら苛立ったし君といると幸せでずっと君と話したいなって思ってた
Oh?
はっきりと分かったのは君以外の女の子と話した時だよ同じ神話の話をしているのに全然違うって気づいたんだ
Just gonna let him roll with his
君としかできない話があるんだって思ったその後に君がキューピッドだったって知ってもしかしてそれで違うのかなってでも、違った別に君が神だからってのは理由じゃなかった
So he had the same misconception. He thought it was because she was Cupid. And she thought he only liked her because she was Cupid.
君と一緒にいると自然でいられるのが嬉しくて君の喜ぶ顔が見たいだけだった
Aww.
君が笑ってくれると嬉しくて君がいないと俺は寂しかった 君が恋愛アドバイザーじゃなくなった後、君に会えなくてつまらないって毎日思ってた。それで軽率なんかじゃなく、君とキスがしたいっていつも思ってた。俺の演技が良くなったのは全部君のおかげなんだ。俺が好きになったのは
Oh, that's cute.
君なんだよ。
That's cute. Raul. Raul places his hand on my hand and looks straight into my eyes. His eyes are earnest, innocent, and gentle. His eyes are green, much like fresh leaves. His eyes look at me like someone who has never known love before. Inside his eyes is me. Aw, because he hasn't. Say, Raul.
Hmm?
It just turns out that I finally realized that I'm actually in love with you too, Raul. Girl. You know you have been for a while. You've just been being difficult for whatever reason. So you can kiss me anytime, really. He lets out a wide smile, seeing me smile. Suddenly, gonna kiss ya. Aww. Aren't we just the prettiest thing? He gives me the most gentle kiss I've ever experienced. Aww. Celestia is warm like we're in the midst of spring season. We share our love and joy together for the first time.
好きだよ。
Aww. I love you too. Our fingers entwine, and our lips touch ever so gently, ever so sweetly. We've kissed before, but now that our feelings are one, this kiss is special. Raul, thank you for saving me. Can't imagine how happy I was when you treated me like a normal human girl. Not to mention your love for me as a god too. His obsession. There's no escape that I'm Cupid. Now he can love my heart yearning to be human and my body that of which is a god's.
俺、神話マニアのままでいいの?
Oh dude, if that bothered me, I would have been gone a long time ago. Of course, I'm part of mythology after all. God of love, Cupid. While I don't recall doing anything the myths of Cupid spoke of, I wouldn't mind making them real with him. Wasn't there a story where a god falling in love with a human turns into one as well? Say, Raul, you don't mind whether I'm a god or not, right?
もちろんだよ。
Aww.
人間でも神でも好きになったのは君自身だから。
Yeah, he liked us before he knew we were Cupid. He just was being dense about it. He gently runs his finger along my clothes and smiles.
今の服もすごく可愛いね。深海に来たから神の姿になったんだよね。
Yep. That's right, this is me as a god.
すごく可愛い。いつもと同じぐらい
Mm,
可愛いよ。
it's very cute.
普段と何も変わらない。アドバイザーとしての君も、今の君も、何も着てない君も。
I like the pink to purple
全部好き
ombre
だ。
she has rocking right now.
君を連れ去れるなら神様じゃなくなってもいい。
Aw.
うんうん。むしろ人間になってほしいかも。喧嘩した時に深海へ逃げられたら困るからさ。
You're planning on having a fight with me?
だってずっと一緒にいたら喧嘩することもあるでしょ。
Yeah, that's true.
夫婦喧嘩の末に実家に帰りますって君が深海に帰っちゃったら困るなって思ったんだ。
Husband and wife fits. Those words alone are making my heart race with joy. Someone wants to actually walk alongside me, even though I'm a god.
だから人間でも神でも悪魔でも化け物でも君と一緒に生きられるなら
Aw,
君が何になったっていいんだ。
cute. He smiles and kisses me again. I place my hand on his body and feel the heat coming from him with my fingertips. He is the one who I fell in love with, the person who calls me by my name in a voice that I so dearly love. Same here too. I can love you no matter who you are, Raul. So be an archaeologist. Raul has played everything from an archaeologist to a king. I know I will love him even if he wasn't human because I fell in love with his very soul. Aww.
俺たちは無敵だね。
Gotta talk to Mars, so... Yes. I'm a god and he's a human. We know that already, so no matter what happens, we'll be fine. We wrapped our fingers together again and kissed like a couple who found love for the very first time. I never knew how amazing it felt to have found one's true love and to be loved in return by them. I never knew such a warm emotion existed. Kept kissing for as long as we could. You know her dad's gonna show up, right? She isn't Celestia. After a while, I decided to show him my home, or rather Celestia, but then... Who is it? Is it Jupiter?
やばい。興奮しすぎて吐きそう。
He's a little overwhelmed. Raul crouches in the corner after scoping the area out. Are you okay? He's freaking out.
大丈夫。いや、大丈夫じゃないよ。だって俺、さっき本物のネプチューン見ちゃったんだよ。
You mean Minerva?
まさか本当にあんな武器を持ってるな
Oh,
んて。
he actually saw Neptune.
かっこよすぎるよ。
Please don't puke
ダメ
in...
だ。吐きそう。
Don't puke in Celestia. I don't think we'd appreciate that very much. Unbelievable. Obsessed Parasite is on full throttle. Well, he is where
これ
he's
は
been
大変
obsessing
なこ
about.
とだよ。俺、人間なのに深海に来ちゃったんだ。どうしよう、バレたら正座にされるかな。
You're excited about that? I don't know. I doubt that would happen, but if Lord Jupiter did find you here, he may erase your memory. That's
本
bad.
当？ジュピター見たいんだけどな。いっそ俺、神のふりすればいい？
Pretty sure Jupiter would know that you're not. But you don't really have that aura that us gods have.
ああ、一生ここにいたいけど痛くない。
Oh.
どうしよう。というか君の両親に挨拶を。
Calm down.
ダメだ、また吐きそうになってきた。
Oh, go. Come on. I rub Raul's back as he crouches in the on the ground. Suddenly, I hear footsteps coming from behind.
あら、目が
Minerva!
覚めたのね。
My favorite. Hi, Lady Minerva. And there she is.
あ、ミネルヴァ神？俺をオイスターから救ってくれた。
Did she though? I don't know.
お疲れ様、二人とも無事ク
I
リア
guess
ね。
so. She didn't say no. Thank goodness. What perfect timing. I went to your room, but you weren't there. Lady Minerva, you saved us back then, right? Thank you very much. And, huh? For some reason, Auntie has my bow and arrows in her hand. Oh, I know what's gonna happen. I quickly look at my chest to discover that my divine artifact necklace is gone. Why do you have that with you, Auntie? I thought no one could take it off me besides me.
そうよ。キューピッド自身ですら、キューピッドの矢は外せない。そ
Are,
れが深海の掟よ。
are you Cupid now? What's going
で
on?
もその掟が通用するのも、キューピッドがキューピッドの資格を持っている間だけなのよ。
Okay. Huh?
キューピッドの資格？
Oh, it's because we're in love with a
キューピ
human.
ッドは恋を司る神。だから人間に本気で恋をしてキスをすると、そ
Oh.
の役割から解放されるの。
Oh, okay.
恋をしている子が他人の恋結びをできるはずないじゃない？自分の恋に夢中なんだから。
I guess that makes sense.
キューちゃんだって不思議に思ってたでしょ？自分の知らないキューピッドのエピソードが人間界にたくさんあるって。
A lot. She's right. I was never teased by Apollo or even fell in love with what happened with Psyche. It was strange. It really was strange, but the god answering the oddity is one of the god of wisdom and war, Minerva.
キューピッドは代替わり制なの。D コンセンテスと違ってね。
Oh, okay, so there are multiple Cupids then. Yeah, I'd be like, I'm confused. You're kidding me. I simply assumed that all those weird episodes about me were just made up by humans. But I was wrong. There were other Cupids before me. Wait a minute. Does that mean there really was a Cupid that pricked his finger on his own arrow?
そうよ。 ドジっ子よね。あの子もいろいろな試練を超えて最終的には人間として生きたキューピッドね。
He was a klutz.
そうだったんだ。すごい。これは世紀の大発見だ。
Oh my gosh. Raul's eyes are gleaming with excitement. He's right in that this is a discovery of the century.
そうか。キューピッドは代替わり性。だから時代によって姿形が違うんだ。
I mean, I guess, yeah.
それより、つまり彼女は人間として生きていいんだね。
Woo! That's right, which means I'm not Cupid anymore, right? Yeah.
そうよ。おめでとう。
87 Cupid.
87代目のキューピッド。あなたは自由よ。
No wonder no one was like interested in her. They're like, she's just gonna leave anyway. Raul.
やった。一緒に暮らせるんだ。
Woo! I guess that made that decision for me. We hold each other's hands in joy. I can live with him in happiness now. Or so I thought. Son of a bitch. Huh? Suddenly, two arrows find their way into Raul. The golden arrow and the leaden arrow. The two arrows have impaled Raul's heart. What happens if he gets impaled by two? I turn around and see my aunt with the bow in hand. Auntie.
この瞬間をずーっと待ってたの。キューちゃんが恋をしてキューピッドの矢が次代のキューピッドに移行する前、
What's going on?
キューピッドの矢の所有権が空白になる瞬間をね。
She crazy now? What's going on? Raul's body made a kind of cracking sound and his body started to crumble. Aww. Raul falls to the ground and the two arrows slowly disappear. Raul's face is pale as if his soul drifted away. Raul! Aww. I check Raul, but he doesn't wake up. Auntie, what did you do to him?
元に戻しただ
Yeah,
け
her
よ。
eyes are not happy now. What? As I ponder what she meant by that, Raul slowly wakes himself up. Raul, are you alright? I quickly try to hold him up. When?
女、 私に触れるな。
Hey! Huh? He slaps my hand coldly away. Raul's in front of me. His eyes are cold like never before, as if he isn't the same person I know. Raul?
ラウル？なんだその名は。我が名はアレキサンダー。
Oh, he's Alexander the Great!
この私を他人の名で呼ぶな。
Wait, what? His route is so out there.
アレキサンダー。
Oh, it's her. It's her love. Yeah, she's obsessed with him. Auntie shivers in joy as she holds Raul's. No, she holds Alexander's hand.
ああ、やっとあなたに会えた。またあなたに会える日をずっと待ちわびていたわ。
I knew she was
アレキ
obsessed.
サンダー、大王と呼ばれたあなたに。
I knew she was obsessed with him for a reason. What a bitch. Alexander, King Alexander the Great. He was obsessed with him,
ト
remember?
ロイア戦争で活躍したアキレウスも好きなんだけど、やっぱ一番はアレキサンダー大王だよな。
Yeah. I like his voice as Alexander, I'm not gonna lie, it's nice. Raul is Alexander the Great? What is going on here? I thought Alexander the Great was Macedonia's king and already...
そう。本来であればもういない人。とっくの昔に死んだ人よ。
Okay.
そして私が生涯をかけて唯一本気で愛した人だったわ。だから私は待っていたの。彼が生まれ変わるその時を。この深海から何千年と見守ってきたの。
Awkward love triangle? Square? Yes, there's two personalities?
アレキサンダーと同じ魂がこの世に現れたらきっと元に戻そうと思っていたわ。彼の中から前世の人格を蘇らせるんだって。
I really enjoy the change in her eyes. Also, wouldn't you have to get like Pluto's help with that?
恋の喜びを知る矢と恋を忘れる矢には 神々の断りさえも覆す力がある。
Oh.
魂をひっくり返す力。前世と今世の人格を入れ替えることさえできるの。
That's interesting.
キューピッドの矢にその力があると知って、私は何千年もチャンスを待っていたの。前代のキューピッドはうっかり殺しちゃったけど。
You accidentally killed Cupid before? What? Huh? Kill Cupid? A shiver goes down my spine hearing her words, but does that mean... Is that why you were so nice to me?
あなたに恋をさせること、それがこの数年での私の目的だったわ。
Except I kind of fell in love with your dude, so... Auntie smiles at me like usual and then grabs my neck. She slowly raises me up. Well, Auntie isn't strong, but for some reason my body rose easily into the air. Cause you're human now, girl. You're not a god anymore. I struggle and kick with all my might as I grab Auntie's hands, but it doesn't budge for her a bit. Doesn't budge her a bit. Ooh, that's right. I keep forgetting that Auntie is the god of wisdom and war. She partook in the Trojan War too. Aunt Minerva.
キューちゃん、
I love
私
her.
のことはなんて呼ぶんだった？
That change in the eyes is awesome. Auntie's voice is the same as usual, her usual tone and usual words. But now she's trying to kill me, or at least she has her grip so hard that it's difficult to breathe.
大丈夫よ。
Where's Mars and everyone else?
新しいキューピッドが生まれるわ。
Okay.
だからあなたは余生を人間として過ごしてちょうだい。定年退職ってやつね。
I love it. She lets her grip go. There's no ground behind me. Oh, Auntie summoned a gate to the human world right behind my back. With nothing to hold me, the gate sucks me in.
バイバイ。キューちゃん、元気でね。
Well, that sucks. Lady Minerva, Raul. I extend my arm out, but the door suddenly closes. The world around me is white as I keep falling with my arms still extended. I keep falling. Falling, 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 down, down, down. Well then. Hey, we're back! I'm on 2nd Avenue in Lost York. People are walking to and fro with cars driving along the street. Around me is the human culture that Auntie and I both love.
さあ、これが私の作った人間界への降臨用ゲートよ。
Yeah. Wow, 221B isn't that the same as Shamrock Holmes?
ご明察。さすがキューちゃんね。これを作った時、ちょうどその映画にハマってたのよ。
Mm-hmm. And that's where we are. The best aunt I could ever have, the god Minerva. I gained an interest in the human world. I joined Cupid Court. All of it was because of my aunt. She taught me, supported me, and deceived me. Of course she did. Which is why I came to the human realm. And it's here that I learned love. And that's why she sent you there. Tears roll down my cheeks. Auntie did all this to get her love back. The person Auntie loved was the person with her love's soul, my love. Aww. Weird love situation. Next chapter. Honors, decorations, magnificence. Won't she get in trouble because he's still technically human and he's up in Celestia? I guess she could hide him in her room, but I don't think Alexander would want to be there. There was nothing I could do, so I dragged myself back home. Yeah, there literally is nothing you can do. I'm back. All my stuff is still in Greece. Crap. The room is cold with no one around. I was hoping Clarice would be here. Nah, she's off with the guy. Not that seeing Clarice now will help. Even if she cheers me up, the fact that I lost my divinity and my loved one doesn't change. Oh, Shelby's still around and so is Gil. Yes, I lost my divine artifact. Which means that there was no way for me to return to Celestia. Aw, poor sweetie. Oh. I sit on my bed with my head down. I can't believe how useless I am. I actually went to Raul's place earlier, but it's not like I have the key, so I tried calling for him with no luck. Well, he's in Celestia. He's not going to come back. I then contacted his agent, but she told me she couldn't get in touch with Raul too. I finally tried to contact the members at the Mythological Society, but they didn't have much they could help with. They're probably like, weren't you here with us? What happened? You guys disappeared. So here I am now. I have no other options left. What should I do? Is there anything I can do? Maybe I can go to some ruins that's said to connect to Celestia. To think it was only a while back, I didn't even believe in such things. But if there really was a way to get to Celestia, I'm sure more humans would have found their way there. I don't recall that ever happening before. Which means that there really is nothing I can do. And you probably can't see Chi anymore either, which sucks. I never knew Cupid was a title, and it was something you can lose. No one told me that before. Not once had I heard about that. Everything that I learned back then was news to me. There are a lot of things that aren't known and kept secret among the Dai. Then again, they could let whoever involved know at least. I can't believe they made me make couples without telling me a thing. Cupid isn't some kind of tool, you know. I also have a problem with my mom and dad. I'm sure they saw other Cupids before. Maybe that's why dad was angry at me, because he saw how marriage rates were low during my term. I bet the gods wanted me to become a human because I wasn't doing a good job in comparison to the other Cupids. That doesn't mean she can take away Raul, though. I cry on myself in frustration as tears begin to swell. I'm fine being human, but that was based on the premise that my loved one would be with me. Aw. But Raul was taken from me and his personality was swapped too. My arrows made the Raul I know disappear. Chi is around too. Well, he was a divine beast. I'm sure Chi hid beneath the bed before I left, but I can't seem to find him anywhere. Or maybe he left because I'm not a god anymore. I thought maybe Chi might know a way to save Raul. But he was sent to me by Auntie, so maybe he was a spy all along. I thought her divine creature was a owl, not a fox thing. I'm a former Cupid turned human who doesn't know much about Celestia. It's not surprising that I don't know what else I can do now. Well, that's your own fault. You didn't you didn't go and talk to people. She is such a meanie leaving me like this. Or you can't see him because you're human. The moment I mumble, I hear rustling coming from the closet. Is Chi locked in the closet? I look toward that direction to see a white furry tail sticking out. Chi? I grab his tail, then hear him bump his head in the closet. Oh! Hi, Chi! I drag Chi out by his tail to discover him shaking, scared. Aw. Chi, thank goodness you're here. I'm so sorry. I thought you were a spy. So, Chi, I need your help. I'm not a god anymore, but I lost my divine artifact, too. I need to save Raul and return him to how he was, but do you know how I can get to Celestia? She's probably like, I'm freaking out. I don't know. Chi's eyes widen hearing my words. He then hurriedly flutters around me in circles. Okay. She's trying to tell me something. Not that I can tell what he's trying to say, though. What is it, Chi? What are you trying to tell me? Alright, okay. Follow you, maybe? Chi speeds out to the living room and then presses the TV remote. I hold my breath as I see what's being televised. Tornadoes and storms are appearing all over the world. Seriously, Minerva? That's what you're gonna do?
Currently, abnormal weather is happening on a global scale, which is causing a lot of confusion. We have information that there's a tornado in Los Angeles, a storm surge in Baltimore, and hail is falling in Warrington. All transportation is being affected.
Warrington? Warrington. I think they meant Wishington.
Also, a mysterious phenomenon where the sky is turning red all over the world is occurring. According to the National Weather Service, there is some relationship to the abnormal weather.
Okay. What is she doing exactly? I'm confused. I quickly run outside after watching the news. I'm greeted with strong winds and the sky colored like never before. I'm surprised that Clarice hasn't called her and be like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Is this why you're freaking out? She jumps at the sight and speeds right back inside. All I'm doing now is looking at the sky and the stupor. What in the world is going on? The gods are having a battle, I guess. I walk outside to the street where crowds are gathering and worriedly looking at the sky. Right, if you're having tornadoes, you don't go outside. Then why are you outside? That's the worst place to be.
やっば、うち帰れないじゃん。バスも止まっちゃったし。地下鉄なら動いてる？
Might want to just stay in the underground.
おい、今看板が飛んでったぞ。ここもやばいんじゃないか。
Go underground. Lost York, Washington, and Baltimore experiencing abnormal weather. This isn't because of Auntie, is it? Of course it is, you doofus. Oh, who is this? Suddenly the sky fills with light.
おい、あれなんだ？
What?
まさか UFO?
Yes, a UFO. Huh? I look up to see light shining through the dark clouds. From the light appeared Raul. What the? And the sky is Raul? What in the? What the crap? As I stand here with my mouth open, all the lights in Lost York begin to flicker eerily. Suddenly, Raul's figure appears on the street monitor. He's gonna be like, I am now leader. His hair grew.
我が名はアレキサンダー。冥界より舞い戻った。
You're all gonna think this is a weird movie promotion.
これより私が世界を支配する。民は皆。
I like him with the long hair though. He looks great.
我はすべてを滑る王だ。
I like the voice too. The voice, the hair, the design. I like it a lot. Huh?
あれってラウル・アコニットよね。あ、もしかしてこれなんかの撮影？
No, the weather is not a shoot, but that might be a promotion.
わかった。ラクダに乗った女神パート2の撮影じゃない？
That doesn't make any sense.
よりによって今日みたいな日に撮影する？心配だな。今のってライスカート海岸だったわよね。
Doesn't even make any sense. That would be a promotion for a movie. Right Skirt Beach. I noticed it earlier because it happened so suddenly, but I do recall seeing a bridge in Raul's background.
むしろ絶好の撮影日和ってやつじゃない？きっと強風の中で撮りたかったのよ。ほら、あの監督そういうエピソード多いじゃない？あ、
Yes.
そういえばそっか。俳優が骨折したなんてインタビューでもよく答えてたもんね。
Sounds like a director I wouldn't want to work with. Holy
今
cow.
回はこんな感じの映画なんだ。面白いプロモーションじゃん。ワンとはだいぶ違うけど見に行ってみようかな。
But how does that work with the movie? Because the movie seems modern day, right? Somehow those two are coming to terms with the situation. Well, he was a famous actor, so everyone would be like, is this like a movie thing? It seems like this is all a promotion for the movie with the lights flickering and Raul descending from the skies. I don't think I would think that. I'd be like, maybe the monitor thing, but everything else, it's weather. You can't mess with the weather like that. Of course, I know that's not true. Especially worldwide weather, even. After all, I saw Raul become Alexander. Whatever the case, I know where Raul is now. I need to go there as quick as I can. Not that there's something I can do now that I'm a human, but it's better I go than not.
おい、あんたそっちは危ないぞ。
Not where. I quickly took off toward Right Skirt Beach, which seemed to surprise the people around me.
今海に行ったら巻き込まれるぞ。あんたも早く逃げな。
I mean, the underground would be fine. Everyone is telling me to stop, but not now. My love is there. Oh, wait a minute. I kept running straight for Right Skirt Beach. There were no cars around thanks to the strong winds. And you can still walk? If the cars aren't there, you wouldn't be able to walk. Woo! We're going through these chapters fast this time around. I hear the thundering waves from here. I glanced toward the storm above the ocean as I finally arrived to discover Raul and Auntie standing on the Silver Gate Bridge. Raul! Raul! My god!
またお前か。
You look so good!
私を別の名で呼ぶな。
No. Make me. No, I refuse to stop. You're Raul. Raul Aconite. That's your name.
くどい。我が名はアレキサンダー。誉れ高きマケドニアの王。
Macedonia doesn't exist anymore, does it? Raul is clad in Alexander the Great's armor that he had in his home. The armor clanks loudly with each movement.
素敵やっぱりあなたにはその鎧がぴったりね。ちゃんと発掘させといてよかった。
Auntie, you made Raul's dad find it?
まあね、人間を導くのは神の役目だもの。彼が生まれた時からずっと見守ってるわ。オイスターからも私が救ったんだから。
I guess that's
でも、Q ちゃんがなかなか恋心を自覚しないから、私も大変だったわ。ギリシャのアトラクションはお口にあったかしら？
I guess. Greek atmosphere. She's referring to the ruins Raul and I went to? Yes, the owl was there. I knew it was hers. I see. So the sudden discovery of the ruins and that four-wheeled drive and even the manticore was... You were simply being played with by you all along, Auntie.
I
knew that from the beginning.
地面が崩れたのだけは私のせいじゃないわよ。あんな危ないことするわけないもの。
Well, why'd you put it there?
安全に楽しんでもらえて、愛が芽生えそうなアトラクションに行ってもらったってわけ。
Fun.
それでラストでハプニングが起きちゃったから、慌ててスタッフの私が非常口にご案内したのよ。ユニバーサルランドみたいで素敵でしょ？
Lady Minerva is smiling with glee. There isn't a hint of malice in her words. I mean, I was having a good time with that chapter. Let's go with... You won't get away with this. You're not gonna get away with this.
許さなくていいわ。
No.
私は私の愛を貫いただけだもの。それにきっと Q ちゃんも同じ目に遭えば私と同じことをするわ。誰に認められなくてもいいの。彼さえいれば。
She smiles with a hint of sadness and gently places her hand onto Raul, no, Alexander's arm.
ねえアレキサンダー、さっきみたいに私にまた命令して。
She likes being
あな
ordered
たが
around.
望めば嵐を起こし高潮を起こす以上のこともできるわ。だって私は戦と知恵の神ミネルヴァだもの。
But what do storms have to do with war and wisdom? Like you did before, create the storms and torrents. Wait. Don't tell me you're the one causing all of this, Auntie. Of course
トロイ
she
ア戦
is.
争でもこうしてギリシャ軍の手伝いをしたものよ。私、マーズより天候を操るのが得意なの。
Sorry, I just noticed that you could see my cursor. Gotta fix that. Alright, let's go back to the story. Auntie flutters her hand elegantly. Suddenly, large drops of rain fall from the sky. She's truly fit to be one of the Daikons since Cupid has no chance against her. And worse, I'm just a human without those arrows anymore too.
ささ、アレキサンダー。
Shouldn't Jupiter know what's going on? Like, she's causing a ruckus.
ならばと愚かな人間どもを根絶やしにもできるか。
But why would you want to do that? Decimate?
じゃあ洪水でも起こすのはどう？ノアの頃のように。あなたの望みなら何でもやるわ。
But why? Like Noah? Oh, so Minerva did that?
確かに世界中の伝承には必ず大洪水の話があるよね。それが本当にあったことかもしれないんだ。
Well, no wonder her dad told her to
大
stay
洪水
away.
のことを覚えている？
Minerva caused that. Of course he'd be like, yeah, stay away from her. She's crazy. So there really was a flood that great... What? So there really was a flood that great that happened before. She could have worded that differently. Is that what she's implying to do? Stop it, Auntie. I thought gods were supposed to protect the humans. If you end up killing them, then you have no right to call yourself a god.
でも彼が望むんだもの。
But I'm simping for my man. I recall learning that Alexander the Great was born sometime around 350 BC. Which means that Auntie kept him in her mind for just about 2,350 years. There's no way I can fathom her love. But that doesn't give me a reason to back off. I don't want to lose to her. Alexander, why do you want to kill the other humans? You're a human yourself.
私はゼウスの子 アキレウスとヘラクレスの血を受け継ぎし者。
Well, fine. Let's get your dad down
人
here.
間などと呼ぶな。
Fine. Let's go talk to Jupiter, who you claim to be. You're just making that up.
この世界は狂っている。私が王として復活した以上、すべてを無に帰し元通りにする。
I'm like, let's get Jupiter, aka Zeus, down here right now, and we'll have a conversation and see how much of a god's blood you have running in your
あのように
veins.
そんな光などいらぬ。輝くは王のみであるべきだ。
Because kings love to do that, that they were like descendant of this god or that god. It's how they call it was how they proved their right to reign or something. Alexander points to the shining bridge. I guess the unsightly light he's referring to is electricity. The light of civilization, a source that humans discovered and put to use for civilization. Calling that unsightly is completely wrong. I like lights. They're pretty.
世界を我が手に収める。そのために愚かな人間は減らすべきだ。
But if you don't have people, you can't build anything. Unbelievable.
あー、かっこいい。東方遠征の頃と変わらないわ。
She's such a... I love her.
お前、東方遠征の頃の私を知っているのか？
Uh-oh. For some reason, Alexander is frowning at Auntie. He fixes his eyes on her.
ええ、あなたのそばにずっといたわ。あなたは目覚めたばかりで記憶に混乱があるのね。でも大丈夫よ。すぐに私を愛した日々を思い出す。
Wait.
愛した。
Oh.
お前。
He's gonna be like, nah. Alexander frowns sternly as if he's trying to remember something. His awakening must have been unstable, yet maybe he hasn't fully taken over yet. If so, now is my chance. One wrong move and I'm sure I'm going to lose Raul forever. I need to sway him right now. I take a step forward. Raul!
我が名はアレキサンダーだ。
No, it's Raul Aconite. Please, Raul, remember me. You're not Alexander anymore. I close in on Raul with no support. I'm not a god, and I don't have my divine artifact. All I can do is talk. The high winds are making it hard to hear my voice. I yell out with all my might to fight the wind. Raul, you're the one who said you loved me. Cupid, please remember who you are.
うるさい小娘だ。
No. Raul, no, Alexander the Great draws his sword and points it towards me. Well, either way, you're gonna die, so I might as well give it a shot. His blade gleams viciously, but I hold my ground and look straight into his eyes. I don't know whether my voice will bring him back, but I want to meet Raul again, so... Say, Raul, you told me that you like Alexander the Great, and that you like him more than Achilles.
トロイア戦争で活躍したアキレウスも好きなんだけど、やっぱ一番はアレキサンダー大王だよな。
For a mythology nerd, I was surprised to learn you idolize actual people. I guess it was because you were Alexander the Great in your past life. I smile and take another step forward. Alexander the Great still has his sword pointed at me.
近寄るな。
I'm gonna get closer. Gonna get closer.
いやー、父さんから子供の頃にこの鎧をもらってからすっかり大ファンになっちゃったんだ。いつかアレキサンダー大王役やるのが夢だよ。
Well, you mentioned that you wanted to play as Alexander as a Sillywood actor. To think you were Alexander all along. Hey, he'd have great.
32
He'd
歳
be
で
able
熱
to
病に
back
か
him
か
up
って死なな
perfectly.
ければ世界全土を征服していたかもしれないとまで言われる大英雄アレキサンダー。
She was in love with him. Why didn't she heal the malaria?
彼がもしもっと長く生きていればきっと今の世界も形が違っただろうね。ああ、そんな世界も見てみたかったな。
He looks so much. I love him with the long hair. Oh god. You even said that things might have changed if he didn't die from malaria, and that you wanted to see what the world was like had he survived.
熱病？嘘をつくな。
I turned to her and be like, "Why
私が
didn't you
熱
save
病
me
で
from
死んだ
malaria?"
と。このアレキサンダーが。
Diseases don't care how old you are. Raul told me cheerfully that the world may have been different with you around. He wanted to see the world that you would create, Alexander.
私は戦で命を落とした。
No.
熱病など。
No, you mean... Alexander's face warps in pain. He's starting to falter.
いや、違う。なんだ。
Did she kill him?
ドロドロした飲み物は。
No, that doesn't make sense.
あれを飲んで私は。
Say, Raul, you're a Sillywood star. No matter who you played, you would never lose yourself. Alexander here isn't the great king of Macedonia that you looked up to. Raul, get a hold of yourself. Are you looking up to some puny, ruthless ruler who wants to abuse the power of gods? Alexander the Great widens his eyes.
私を小物だと。
Hit him in the pride.
知ったような口を。王に歯向かう人間などいらぬ。やはり力を示し。
So was he
真
poisoned?
の王が誰か分からせるべきというわけか。
Alexander the Great regains his composure and lets out a bold smile. Looking at Raul, but the expression holds no semblance of Raul's features. His innocent and sunny eyes are gone, and in place is an expression befitting of an overlord to rule the world. I failed. Nah, let's see. My words weren't strong enough to bring Raul back. My vision blurs from the tears in my eyes. Raul, please.
うせろ。
Oh. Alexander the Great takes a step back and readies his sword. Then he swiftly thrusts his blade. The blade makes its way into my aunt. Ooh! Huh?
Eh?
She's like, the crap just happened. I braced for the worst with Alexander's thrust, but instead the sword impales Auntie's shoulder. He missed the spinal! Auntie! I wouldn't give a crap at that, but I'd be like, serves you right, you bitch. Auntie's looking at Alexander with a confused look on her face.
どうしたの？アレキサンダー。
Did she kill him in his past?
忘れません、ミネルヴァ。貴様、私に馬のクソみたいな薬を飲ませやがって。
Oh, she did kill him. Horse dung of a medicine?
やだ。あれはあなたを不老不死にしようと思って
What did she
調
give
合した
him?
薬よ。まあ、人間の体の脆さを考慮できなくて、
Oh my
つい
gosh.
免疫細胞ごと破壊しちゃったけど。
Oh my gosh. You destroyed his immune system? Wait, that means Alexander the Great fell into malaria because the medicine you made, Auntie?
神にもミスの一つや二つぐらいあるわ。
No wonder he got pissed.
やはり貴様のせいで私は死んだのだな。お前さえいなければ全世界を征服できていたというのに。
Alexander angrily pulls out the impaled sword with nothing to hold her up. Auntie falls to the ground. It's only in her shoulders. She should be fine. She'll be fine. Auntie, are you right? Girl. Brush toward Auntie as she looks at me with the pale face.
さすがにまずいわね。
I would just leave the bitch to die, to bleed out. I feel like, well, Auntie looks at Alexander with a soft expression.
そんなあなたも。
Oh, still love her too. Auntie lets out her last words before dropping her head to the ground. Auntie! Girl! Auntie is sleeping with the most happiest look on her face. Love is truly blind, I see. I bet she's euphoric being stabbed by Alexander. Yeah, she's into that, apparently. Oh, God. Cupid! Betty! You are too nice. I would have just stood there and went, well, that's what you get for stealing my man. I'm not a nice person, I guess. The storm, tornado, and strong winds all subside, probably because Auntie is knocked out cold. Yeah, she's not dead. She won't be dead. She got stabbed in the shoulder. The ocean is quiet again as we look at each other's face in awe. Alexander the Great then turns his sword towards me as I crouched on the ground. How about no? His bold voice is nothing like Raul's voice. I really like the bold voice, quite honestly. I prefer it. His madness is being directed towards me. He's going to kill me if I don't do something. I flip over my unconscious aunt and take the Cupid bow and arrow necklace hanging around her neck. I stand up and focus my energy into my artifact. But you're human, so you shouldn't even be able to touch it. I'm not sure whether I can use it because I'm a former Cupid now turned human. But I have been using my artifact for hundreds of years, so please answer me. It's like, eh. Cupid's bow grows in response to my voice. Alexander takes a step back, seeing me with my bow. Like straight at him as I notch my arrows onto the bowstring. Yes, I notched Cupid's 2 arrows, the golden arrow and the leaden arrow. There is one other thing I could do after all, and this is it. Let's have him crumple to the ground again. Oh, I love him like that. I position both arrows when suddenly a strong wind blows around us. Is it Jupiter? My hair sways in the wind and I feel gravity pulling my body down. I can tell all this is a sign that I'm doing something forbidden. But if this is what my aunt did to bring out Alexander's personality, then that means I can bring Raul's back too. I'm going to let my arrow loose. I grit my teeth as I hold the bow and arrows in position, but they're putting up a fight. Playing with someone's soul must be a grave sin. My arrows, my bow, my soul as Cupid is trying to stop me from letting the arrows loose at once. I'm the 87th Cupid, a lowly god that can easily be replaced. You're an office worker. Unlike my aunt, who's a member of the Dai, I'm weak enough for the bow and arrows to resist to me. But I do my best to pull the string. Raul, listen to me. I pull the string with all my might and focus my power. I want him back. Failure is not an option. Raul, I didn't intentionally like you very much. You're a Sillywood actor who took girls lightly. You're someone I couldn't accept as Cupid. You're a god-loving, obsessed parasite. Kept rambling strange and weird things, so I didn't want you to find out I was Cupid. Alexander fights the wind and takes a step forward. He raises his bloody sword. But you didn't change a bit even after knowing I was Cupid. You didn't hide your curiosity and you didn't revere me as a god. You're the Raul, the obsessed parasite. You were always full of questions for me, but you also knew when you were getting out of hand. I love him as Alexander. I love his voice and his hair. I love You treated me like a normal human girl. You honored my feelings of wanting to be a human in this world. I really am sad he's gonna go away. I know he's murderous and wants to kill us, but I really like it. I'm kind of, sorry. Told me you wanted to be with me, regardless of whether I'm a god or not. Alexander the Great looks just like Raul, and now he's trying to kill me. Yeah, that's gonna cause some fun. His bloody sword slowly comes down on me. I maintain my stance despite the ominous tip of the blade coming in front of my eyes. Please, I want him back. I don't mind being killed by him. I don't think he would like that very much. So please, told me that you love me because of who I am, which is why I fell in love with you too, so please come back to me. I let loose both my golden and leaden arrows just when his blade grazes my forehead. Ooh, that would hurt. Please, divine gods. Doesn't matter whether the god is from Greek, Norse, or Japan, anywhere. Also, the generations of Cupids, please lend me your power. Raul, come back! It's so cold and dark. I wonder if I'm going to die in the darkness. My mind is starting to fade. I can't move. I can't feel anything in my limbs. My mind is slowly numbing. It's like I'm stuffed inside a small box. Strange that doesn't feel all that bad. I guess I can disappear already. I really took myself very seriously before anyway. I've only thought about myself in all this time I spent my life focusing on having fun and living life to its fullest. I fought off alligators. I even survived a shark attack. I lived my life on a whim and let my instincts lead me. I suppose this is just one of those huge waves that's going to swallow me whole. My instincts are telling me I can't beat this thing. It's like when I was about to die because of Satan. I may as well give up. Soon enough, I began to lose focus of who I am. Wait a second. Who am I again? Why am I here? I can't seem to remember anything. Oh well. I decided to stop fighting my pain when suddenly I hear someone's voice. At first, her voice is so solemn that it actually filled my heart with sorrow. I know this person is someone precious to me. As I ponder what to do, her voice slowly changes to that of anger. Raul, I didn't initially like you very much. You're silly, but yeah, I already read this. I'm not gonna read it again. Huh? What? Wait a minute. That sounds too interesting to be false. I want to hear your voice. I want to know your thoughts. You've never disclosed to me before. Suddenly, I find myself struggling amid the darkness to try and get my body to move. At first, I could only move my pinky finger, but slowly I gained control of my arms and legs. I hear her call my name, and just like that, I remember exactly where I should return. Yeah, get back here, you fool. I hear a very soft ringing as if something cracked. My strength fades the moment I let both arrows loose. I bet I used too much power. The bow drops from my hands and I fall to my knees. Everyone's dying. Before I knew it, a hand holds me up. What up, Raul? You back? Huh? The bright light slowly fades. And then, where's our dad? I find myself cradled in Raul's arms. He's embracing me after he threw his sword to the side. Surprised eyes are looking straight at me. His tension disperses the moment our eyes meet. He begins to speak in a gentle tone with an expression all too familiar to me.
Sensei.
Don't call me that. Call me my name. He calls my name, but it says Sensei. Okay, good. It isn't Alexander. It's coming from the person I love. I can't hold back my tears any longer. Aww. Oh, he changed his clothes. Magic. Magical girl transformation. He's back into his explorer clothes. Raul. I wrap my arms around his back and hold him with all my might. He pats my back with shaking hands and gently replies to my hug with his own. It was as if he knew that those hands of his were about to kill me.
ごめん。君を傷つけようとして。
Aw. His memories probably came back with, whoa, that was wild. His deep voice of regret makes me shake my head and reply. I don't care about what happened in the past. What's important is that he's back. Raul, I thought I'd never see you again. I'm not a god anymore, and even then, I wasn't a powerful god, so I wasn't sure if I could save you. Aw. I was scared, not because I may have been killed, but because I might have lost him for good.
でも
Aw.
戻ってきたよ。
His beautiful, luscious locks are gone!
君のおかげで。
It's Ray from Slow Damage all over again. I miss the luscious locks. Raul whispers gently as he holds me up from crumbling to the ground. Shaking hands squeeze my back tight as if to ensure all is well now. Large hands, a familiar voice, they're back. I'm not Cupid anymore. I kind of feel bad for Aunt Minerva because her true love is the same guy. Well, kind of. I just stabbed her in the shoulder. But I was still able to use Cupid's golden and leaden arrows, unleashing them both at once as well. The only reason why Raul was able to make it back.
ずっとさ、
No.
真っ暗な中にいたんだ。
Raul whispered while looking afar.
誰もいなくて、どこまで走っても何もなくて、次第に体が重たくなっていって、 身動きすら取れなくなっていった。暗闇の中で怖くて寒くて苦しくて、だんだん自分が誰なのかわからなくなっていった。気を抜けば俺が消えちゃうところだった。俺が誰なのか、ここがどこなのかわからなくなっていって。
Oh, it's so sweet. They don't look like they're in Lost York again.
君のことだけは覚えていた。
Where are we? That's not Lost York, that's not the bridge. Raul smiles and places his hand on my cheek.
君のことを考えると、胸が熱くなって、君に会いたいって、それだけの気持ちで消えないように必死に耐えていた。そうしたら急に光が差し込んできて、君の声が聞こえたんだ。君の俺を呼ぶ声が。
Aww. Raul chuckles with glee.
ね、君は俺のことが苦手だったんだね。
Of course she didn't like you, huh?
言ってたでしょ。俺が苦手でキューピッド的にありえない変なエピソードばかり喋る趣味パラサイトだって。
That's what you're gonna focus on right now? I was out of control then, so I don't recall exactly what I said, but that does seem to ring a bell. But
でもおかげで君とまた話したいって思ったんだ。
at the beginning, no, dude, I didn't.
苦手だったって本当って君に聞きたいなって。
Yeah, yes.
俺の知らなかった君の気持ちをもっともっと知りたいって思った。
Aww.
そう思ったら急に体が軽くなった。まるでアレキサンダーよりも
So he
俺
remembers
の
being
方が強
Alexander
くなっ
then.
たみたいにさ。
Okay.
それで君が戻ってきてって好きだって言ってくれた途端、
Gotta be a
俺は
weird.
ようやく自分の名前を取り戻せたんだ。
So does he also remember Alexander's memories? I'm kind of confused about
だか
what
ら
he remembers
戻って
exactly.
こられたんだよ。
Yeah, Raul. It isn't Alexander the Great. My true love is in front of me now. Tears fall from my eyes pathetically as I cry like a bawling
泣
child.
かせて
I mean, you almost get
ごめん。
chopped in half, so.
ありがとう。
Aww. Raul.
ねえ、
Aw, you're so
あり
cute.
がとう。俺を好きでいてくれて。俺を取り戻そうと無茶してくれて。 君は人間になったはずなのに恐れずに助けに来てくれてありがとう。
Aww.
それで素直に俺への気持ちを話してくれてありがと
You
う。俺
are
に
welcome.
全力でぶつかってくれて。
He's the obsessed parasite, a person who keeps pestering for information on mythology. I didn't really care for him much back then, but now he's the one I love the most in the world. Aww, so cute. He looks at me with his usual gentle and calm expression.
好きだよ。もう二度と自分をなくさないから。ずっと一緒にいよう。
Aww. I don't know if we can meet my dad, though. I don't think that'll be a good idea. Met the aunt. She tried to kill me. Made you into someone else. Kinda not a good thing. Yes. The loving warmth is back in my arms again. This was a precious moment with a loved one I had nearly lost forever. Because your aunt sucks. But I brought him back. Welcome home, Raul. Sorry, I need chapstick.
ただいま。
Raul gave me that trademark smile of his. Memories that stood the test of time. A secret that even I, as a god, didn't know. We're gonna have to clean out Aunt Minerva's statues from his apartment now. We fought against the laws of the world that only the Dai knew of and won. There's no such thing as someone being reborn. It's unreal to assume there are gods. Those are urban legends here in Lost York. We avoided the world's end that no one knew was coming and were reunited again. Welcome home. I hope that's something I can keep repeating to him from now on. Wonder if we can live our lives as humans without intervention from the gods. Yes, I'm sure we'll be fine. After all, love prevails. Aw, that was so sweet. Absolutely sweet. That was the sweetest. Yeah, we're a love match, right? I didn't screw up that. Goodness. Best love match. So the thing is that you can get a bad ending if your love match doesn't match. So you can go through all of it and then be like, yeah, sorry, you screwed up the match, so bad ending for you. Yeah, best match. Let's go.
Hey, ここまで!
Woo! It's been a few days since Raul's return. I'm here at the shoot for Gossip on the Camel Part 2 again.
いやー、最高! ほんと演技パーフェクトよ、ラウル。よくやったわね。
Yeah!
ありがとうございます。
それにあなたも今回が初とは思えない繊細なグッドな演技だったわ。
Thank you very much. Oh, so we are acting now. The director's words of praise is making me blush. Yes, I'm here at the shoot, alright, but not as an advisor. I'm here now to play a part in the movie. What part did they make for us? It all happened a few days ago when the director came back to restart the shoot after having an appendectomy. Just so happened that the movie's cameraman took a video of Raul who was under Alexander's control. He showed everyone the video, and just when the staff started to scratch their heads as to what was happening, the director came up with a new plan.
これよ! これだわ! Fantastic! Marvelous!
I don't get how this works with this movie. The director suddenly stood up and kept playing the video over and over again. He then begins crying, seeing Raul appear as Alexander the Great.
私に足りなかったのはこれ! この勇ましさと理屈抜きの愛よ!
Wait, what?
これぞ真実の愛! きっとタイタンマンみたいな大ヒット映画になるわ!
What? The director sounds different from usual.
彼、本気モードになるとこの言葉遣いになるのよ。ラウルの変なアレキサンダーごっこが火をつけちゃったみたいね。
I don't know how it'll work with Goddess on the Camel, though.
ごっこじゃないんだけどな。
Shut up, Raul. They don't need to know.
いくら嵐が来たからってはしゃぎすぎよ。
They thought he was just having fun.
今すぐ脚本家呼んできて、脚本会議を一から練り直すわ。
Oh, he's redoing the entire movie?
一から?
Oh my gosh, that would... Oh, the
こんな
reshoots.
最高の映像が撮れたってのに使わない手はないじゃない。それに SNS ですでに拡散されてるわ。
You just finished this movie and say it was a teaser for a different movie.
確かに新しいプロモーションかなんて見出しのニュースばっかり上がってますが、
I mean...
でも今から構成を変えるとなると
I don't get the title with what they were shooting either, so...
これぐらいなんとかなるわ。今までの撮影部分だって無駄にしない。あの映像を組み込む方法はあるわ。
Okay.
きっとそう、彼は真実の愛が別にあったの。だからそれまではあんなに嘘っぽい愛の演技だったのよ。
Okay.
カメラマン、テイクワンの映像は撮ってあるわよね。
So wait, what?
はい、もちろんありますが。じゃあほとんどのラウルの演技はテイクワンの方を使うわ。それで伏線は冒頭に入れておくの。
Oh, okay, so they're gonna have
そ
him...
うすれば説得力だって出るし、今まで撮った映像だってほとんど使い回しができるわ。
So they're gonna have him go
この映像
crazy?
を使ってみせる。ラクダに乗った女神を異色のフ
Fantasy
ァン
romance.
タジーラブコメ映画にするの。これは映画業界に衝撃を起こすわよ。
Okay. Fantasy romance, not like a romantic comedy anymore? Okay, well, okay. For action romance. And so, he somehow convinced me to be part of the movie. Stuff in the ad agency was really happy hearing that I would play a role since it would help promote Cupid Core. Shelby's probably like, what is going on? According to the director, I'm supposed to be the lead actress with Raul acting as Cupid. Okay. He even added a subtle subtitle to the movie. It's now Gossip on the Camel Part 2, Cupid's Delivery. What? So Gossip Upon the Camel Part 2 is so a completely different movie than it was planned to be. Yeah, I'm all confused. Well, sure, the story is interesting, but I'm worried rather this will anger all the fans of Part 1. Not that anyone can stop the director now.
Yeah, 最高! これはもう名作になるしかないわ!
The shoot is moving along swimmingly, as the director excitedly keeps praising everything being done.
しかもあなた
Oh my gosh.
私のデビュー作のドラマのタイトルと名前を同じだし
The rewrites.
演技がいいわ
Hollywood does this all the time. Oh, he directed that? My name actually came from a drama called Betty Mirror and the Six Princes in Lost York. I watched it quite a while back, so I don't recall who the director was, but I guess it's him. Come to think of it, I watched that drama with Auntie. My heart throbs with pain just thinking about my aunt. After all, I did like her. Yeah, she turned out to be a real bitch, didn't she? I hope she's doing fine. Why are you so nice? Why? I look up into the sky in hopes of seeing Celestia. Last thing I remember was seeing the smiling and unconscious Auntie being taken away into the skies by the divine soldiers. Peace out. Is Jupiter gonna come down and talk?
Alexander.
Just go to another conqueror. They're all kind of like that. Minerva.
では、後処理は我々がしておきます。あなたはマーズ神からの連絡をお待ちください。
Alright, bye. Sure thing. What's going to happen to my aunt?
ミネルヴァ神にはジュピター様の裁きが待っているでしょう。
Jupiter's probably
で
pissed.
は、我々はこれで。
Alright. Bye, Chi. Chi! They just give me. Out of nowhere comes Chi, who swiftly sweeps down and grabs the Cupid arrows in his beak and then starts to fly away. Following Chi are the divine soldiers taking my injured aunt to the sky. And that was the last I've seen of Chi and Auntie. I'd be really sad. Chi just disappears. Auntie's a god, so I'm sure her injuries are healed the moment she's at Celestia. Afterwards, my dad sent me an email using the smartphone confiscated from Auntie. He said that Auntie was scolded pretty badly by Jupiter and that she was sent to prison. Dad is apparently trying to clean up after what happened down here. He stressed to me in bold letters that it's harder to fix than to destroy. Yeah, that's true. In any case, Dad must have done a great job because the human world is back to normal again and Auntie got the punishment she deserved. Time flows slowly in Celestia, so I'm guessing she's locked in prison for a good 100 years. 100 years is more than enough to assume Raul won't be abused again and turned into Alexander, which is great, but it's a bit sad not being able to see Auntie again. I wouldn't want to see her again. I can't get myself to hate her since she was the one who taught me what the human world was about so that I can learn love. But she did that with bad intentions, so I don't know. It's true that Auntie loved the cultures found in the human world, and it was because of her that I took a liking to the human world too. Auntie was the very one who filled my life with excitement and joy after years of me simply shooting my arrows to fulfill my duty as Cupid. She was the one who taught me the fun in movies too.
さあ、次のシーン行くわよ!
ねえ、おいで。
Alright. Okay. I'm working as an actress now with the person I love and working on a movie with the same director as the drama I watch with Auntie. The shoot continues under the blue sky. The discoveries that come with each day brings excitement strong enough to blow my worries away. Aww. Still, you're so... I would not be.
じゃあ、お疲れ様です。
Bye. See you again. With the shoot done for the day, everyone is preparing to go home. I'm putting my things away when Raul comes to my side.
お疲れ。家まで送るよ。
Okay. Raul, same to you. But my house is nearby, so no need to worry about me.
俺が送りたいだけだよ。
Okay. Raul holds my hand gently and with a hint of hesitation, then lets out a smile. I wonder if he's going to only take me home again. Girl, you have a roommate. Raul takes me home every day, but he hasn't invited me to his home like before yet. We have our dates out for dinner, and he kisses me on my cheek before we leave. We are spending our days like young college students. No wonder Clarice asks me every day if he really is my boyfriend. Then you make the first move. There's no rule saying it has to be the guy. Ever since that storm, Clarice started to say that she wants to live her life her own way and then quit Cupid Court. She's now working at Cutie's Diner, something about wanting to be everyone's Clarice. That'll explain why Clarice has been having a blast with her nightlife even more than when she was at Cupid Court. She rarely comes home now at night. Jeez. Which is why I actually don't mind seeing him do more than taking me home. Then say something. Raul looks at me with his gentle eyes as he tilts his head in response to my staring. He's not asking me out as casually as before now. Maybe he's just being thoughtful for not to tire me out now that I'm involved with the shoot. Really don't mind spending more time talking with Raul. I haven't really had much of a conversation yet. Especially since Raul left Celestia and descended here as Alexander. Both of us aren't sure whether we can talk about what happened, so our conversations have been awkwardly bland. But we're together now. I'm just happy having him by my side. Make the first move, girl. Okay. We hold hands as we go our way. I kept thinking about how I could spend more time with him like this if I lived farther away. And
これで撮影は終了。みんなよく頑張ったわね。
now are we done with the movie? We're done with the final scene for Goddess Upon the Camel Part 2 and are in the editing phase. Woo! Our jobs as actors and actresses are done unless they call you in for reshoots. The rest is up to the editing staff.
いやー、最初はどうなることかと思ったけど、無事終わったね。
お疲れラウル。あなたも初めてなのにとても素敵だったわ。助演女優賞取れるかも。
Heavens no, but thank you for saying that. Nah, definitely.
じゃあ今日は打ち上げだ。またうまいオイスター食べに行くぞ。
Ugh. My oysters.
監督、口調が戻った。
本気モード一旦終了ってとこかしら。
No.
二人はどうする？
No.
打ち上げ行くの？
Let's do our own after party.
行く？
Raul looks at me. I think he's waiting for me to reply. If Raul goes, then yes.
そっか。じゃあ行こっか。せっかくだし
Gotta
ね。
go with the people, I guess. Like, let's do our own after party. We'll swing by for about 15-20 minutes. The restaurant is the same one that Raul took me to last time.
じゃあ、クランクアップを祝って乾杯！
Kanpai!
Kanpai!
Woo! Everyone taps everyone's drinking glasses before gulping down their drinks. As for me and Raul, we're sitting next to each other at the bar like last time when we had the party with the Sillywood actors in attendance. It all feels like yesterday. It feels like we've done a lot in such a short time. Come to think of it, Emma Winston said that I had no chance of debuting as an actress.
何飲む？
She's gonna be pissed when she finds out you didn't have to sleep around to get the role. I'll have a Cosmopolitan. Cosmo! Raul lets out a gentle smile, then asks the bartender to make 2 Cosmos. It was the first cocktail Raul recommended to me. It's sweet and has a bit of kick to it. Ugh. Once we got our cocktails, we do a private cheers together. Kanpai!
Kanpai.
Cheers. There. We're sipping our cocktails without a word. I could tell Raul is getting jitters right now. He glances at me and opens his mouth as if he wants to say something, and then hesitantly closes his mouth shut. Seems like Raul has something to say to me, so I'm simply waiting for him to break the ice. Girl, just ask him what he wants. We're supposed to be lovers now, but things are mighty awkward still. We haven't kissed at all since we returned. Oh, that would drive me nuts. Last time we kissed was when we were in Celestia. Maybe he's already tired of being with me. We're sipping our sipping away at our cocktails when suddenly I noticed someone taking a seat next to Raul.
Hi, Raul. 今晩どう?
I knew this was gonna happen.
ああ、ごめん。もうやめたんだ、そういう
It's
の。
like, nope.
あら、そうなの。了解。
She's like,
次からは誘わないように気をつけるわ。
I love when people are just like, cool, alright, out. See you next time.
ありがとう。
Yeah. Just take no and be like, cool, okay, bye. Raul looks on as the actress waves her hand goodbye before walking away. And that's it. We go back to drinking our cocktails in silence. This feels like back when we had a drink together for the first time. Raul didn't really outright refuse the actresses who approached him for favors. All he did then was sip on his cocktail with a smile on his face as he told them that he'll get back to them one day. This time he outright refused. Does this mean things are still going between us? We sit so close to each other that our shoulders are about to touch, and yet all we do is drink away without saying a word. Talk to him! Oh, you're so difficult this route. Okay. Hey. For being a party, time is moving by in silence. Just leave then. The night slowly reaches the late hours. You're making it awkward and boring too. Two to tango. Ask him. Be like, hey, want to stay the night? You don't need to. He doesn't have to make the first move. Especially since, well, he was the one who made the first move initially, so this isn't even the first move. With the party done, Raul and I are walking in Lost York in the midst of the night. From 7th Avenue, we head to 6th Avenue. And then from 6th to 5th, whatever. I get it. Oh my gosh, yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. We're going to 1st. 2nd Avenue. We finally reached my home on 2nd Avenue where we finally stopped. Raul quietly smiles next to me. Make the first move, girl. You're driving me nuts. All he did was escort me back home. I thought we were lovers. Then invite him in. You're not going to invite me to your place again today? Invite him into your place. It's right there. Yeah. Laris is never home. Just bring him in. I just couldn't hold myself back any longer. You don't have to. You're dating. Raul's eyes widen hearing my words.
俺の家に来てくれるの?
If you had just said something from the get-go, you wouldn't have had this problem. I haven't been to your place in ages, Raul. I thought you were just being careful with the shoot going on, but we're finally done. He was sleeping with you during the shoot initially. I look at Raul to see a tone of seriousness dwell in his expression. He goes deep into thought and then finally comes to a resolve to speak what was on his mind.
ずっと迷ってたんだ。本当に俺でいいのかなって。
I would have left. Just leave. Huh? I tilt my head in confusion as he looks at me with a frown.
キューピッドは恋をしてキスをしたら人間になるってミネルヴァは言ってたよね。
But I'm not
でも
Cupid
その
anymore.
後、君はキューピッドの矢を放った。
Oh, he thinks
だか
that...
ら、
Alright.
もし君がキューピッドのままでいたいって思うなら、これが最後のチャンスなんじゃないかって思ったんだ。
So it's miscommunication again. Alright, well.
そう思ったら、手が出せなくなった。
Well, you could have just asked.
俺にそんな価値があるのかって。
I mean, she was still hovering around you, so obviously... That was bothering you this whole time?
そりゃ考えるよ。これは神話に残るような出来事なんだ。俺の勝手な希望で選択肢を奪っちゃダメだよ。
It's not really changing who she is, it's just changing that she's God to a human. Which she was kind of doing it, planning to do anyway. Raul is very serious here. His expression is quite telling.
俺は君が好きだよ。君と許されるならずっと一緒にいたい。でももし君がキューピッドでいたいなら。
You're willing to give up because of that?
What?
Well, it's too late. My option is long gone. I don't have the option to choose to remain as Cupid anymore because my love of you is worth more than that, Raul. Aw. Conversation that should have been had like a while ago. Raul holds his breath and grabs my hand. His eyes glimmers with passion.
本当に俺を選んでくれるの?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
抱きしめていい?
Sure. Yes.
キスして
Yes. I wanted you to invite me to your house, obviously. Yes. He holds me tight. Aw. Our lips come together ever so naturally. My heart throbs from the long-awaited kiss. Should have just... The kiss only lasted a second, but I could tell that it was enough to light a fire inside Raul. Our fingers come together as we kiss out in the open. Words aren't needed, and now... Got paparazzi taking pictures. Oh, shower time! Sorry. Woo! That escalated real fast. The sound of shower separates us from the world. We kiss for a long while as if we're holding a sacred ritual. Thank you for putting a towel that would not be there. Oh. Use the excuse that we're washing off our sweat from the last day of shooting to escape here together. You know we're both thinking the same thing. You're all gonna get sweaty anyway. We touch each other's hands, and before I know it, our lips come together. We kiss as we feel our heat through our skin. That's all we're doing, and it already feels like we're doing more than just kiss right now. Our kiss isn't fiery, but rather it's the most gentle, most exciting kiss that we've ever had. Our wet eyelashes touch each other as we look at each other's eyes.
緊張してる?
Probably not. I am. After all, this is the first time I'm going to be spending a night with the person I love. I slept with him twice before, but I wasn't aware of what we were doing the first time. The second was simply done from primal urges. It was done from a jealousy rage is what was going on with the second one. This is the first time I'll be sleeping with someone whom I've stated my love to, my true love.
俺もだよ。だからすごく緊張してる。
Not to ruin the mood or anything, but she said Minerva was watching them. Was she watching them as they did the deed a couple times? Because that would be kind of interesting. I mean, she'd probably be into it because she was into him stabbing her. Sorry. I'm ruining the mood, I'm sorry. Really, Raul? I thought he's been through this a lot already. He pouts, seeing a surprised look on my face. He's never been in love.
そうだよ。君は俺の初恋の人なんだから。
He was having a freaking conversation with you during the first one, which would have totally taken me out of it. I feel like... Gags. This is why we have gags.
俺に恋を教えたんだって。
Yeah.
忘れた?
Fun time. He whispers his words at me as we kiss again. He's fondling with my hair with his fingers. I love this one. Sorry. This one's like, I don't know. I like this one. This one's great.
ねえ。
The CG, the artwork.
恋を教えてくれてありがとう。
Oh, let me see. Yeah. I know. It looks so good. Look at the artwork. Anyway, I don't want to get in trouble for this.
きっと君に出会わなければ俺はこんな気持ちを知ることはなかったよ。
Good thing I'm not monetized anyway.
好きな人とキスをするのって
Oh.
こんなに気持ちいいんだね。
Sorry, I'm really into this scene.
日向ぼっこするみたいにホッとするのにすごくドキドキする。俺が毎秒生まれ変わってるみたいだよ。
He runs his fingertips on my cheek and then gives me a sweet kiss. Raul, that water's gonna get cold. Well, no, they're in a hotel, or they're in a apartment complex, so maybe not. I feel his body reacts each time I call his name. The gentle kiss earlier is now deep. He pulls my hip toward him. Woo! You never get clean when you shower together. Let's just... If you actually want to shower, you gotta do it separately. You never get clean when you do it together.
ごめん。もう我慢できそうにないや。
He whispers as quietly as possible and closes in on my body. Towels wrapped around our bodies fall to the floor and absorb the running water. Why were they on you in the first place? The steam and sound of sprinkling water removes us from the world. We reach out to each other as if we're going to do this for the first time as those who found love. Aww. How sweet and steamy. That giant ass shower. Because it's like, it's right there and it's just open and everyone can see it. Well, of course you can see his room too. It's just like a giant studio apparently. We spent as much time as we could express our love to each other. We're now lying down on the bed, savoring the time that we've spent. The afterglow.
気持ちよかったね。
Yes. We look at each other, though I'm in a daze with sleep coming upon me.
君の言ってた通りだね。好きな人とすると違うって。
Your heightened emotions.
本当に特別なことだったんだね。
Aww.
なんだか
You're so
こんな
sweet.
に満たされたの初めてだよ。
You're so sweet. Me too. Never felt this way before. My experience wasn't enough to fully comprehend what happened. We came together as one while I let my body follow that primal instincts I had. What I can say now is that I'm the happiest person in the world right now. Raul lets out a yawn as he rubs his sleepy eyes.
すごく体が重たいや。全身を使って愛するのって
Oh, when you're having a
すごい
good
ことなん
time.
だね。
When it's a good time. Raul smiles and holds my hand with his fingers between mine. He runs his pointer finger down my ring finger. Oh,
Ne.
already thinking about this?
明日指輪買いに行かない？
Is it gonna be a couple's ring or an actual engagement ring? Huh? A ring?
結婚指輪買いに行こ
Ah!
うよ。
Well, that was fast. Really? Isn't your agent going to be angry? I mean, his agent did keep reiterating that he can't get married because he's an actor with a future ahead of him. Raul shakes his head.
いいよ、怒らせておけばさ。
I'll just be an archaeologist.
それより俺、君を誰かに取られたくない。だから、お揃いの指輪、つけたいんだ。
Okay. Sounds plan. I think I said that in my script. Well, just don't run into Alan because he wants you to be involved with someone else. He's supposed to be everyone's Raul Aconite, the Sillywood actor. I don't want him to be taken away from me too, so I nod and let out a smile in response. I want a matching pair of rings too.
じゃあ、決まりだね。
Shopping trip. Woo! Raul lets out a bright smile, then nudges himself closer to me. See the big spoon? Raul gives me a kiss and looks straight into my eyes. He looks at me with his loving eyes that finally learned love.
ね、
Aww.
俺と結婚してください。
Aww. Of course I will. I love you, Raul.
俺も愛してるよ。
Aw, they're so cute! Our bodies touch and our legs wrap around each other once again. We kiss as we wrap our arms and fingers around each other. I doubt I'll get tired of this anytime soon. We're madly in love even without me using my Cupid arrow. We kiss to check our love as our senses ask for more. I never knew love could be endless. I didn't know that despite being Cupid. Our burning love blossoms like the brightness of the sun. I'm sure I can absorb this as long as he's my love. Aw. The former Alexander the Great and former Cupid have finally learned love and are now bound as one. We share our secrets and our kisses. We smile as we hold hope for an even brighter future. Future that didn't exist back when I was Cupid. We'll be together enjoying what each day brings. We'll share our feelings together every day. Close our eyes and kiss again. Aw, Oh, that was so cute! That was so cute. Alright. Cute, cute, cute. At the end of his run, are we gonna get a little... Oh, okay. Do 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 do. Cute. Cute, cute, cute! See if I can skip to... Yeah, here we go. Okay, I was like, I know there's an after thing.
There is a praise. Love, Cupid.
Oh.
Cupid. It's the name of a god who fulfills love. This is a story where I will be that goddess. A story about supporting cute couples and delivering true love to them.
Oh, cute. Wow. Sorry, this song is forever ingrained in my brain.
見た見たあれ最高よねラウル・アコニットはかっこいいししかも甘い演技が最高
ラウル・アコニットってあんな顔できたんだね最初は恋愛映画って意外だったけど完全にハマり役だった
相手役の女の子も可愛いし間違いなく今年ナンバー1の映画よねはあ私もあんな恋してみたい
そういえば知ってるあの相手役の女優キューピッドコーポレーションのアドバイザーなんだって
Oh, am I skipping both jobs?
ああそれでタイアップしてたんだ入会費無料キャンペーン今やってるよね
そうそうそれで実は私入会してたりして
Didn't they say it was expensive?
嘘誘ってよ私も入りたいんだけど
じゃあ一緒に行こう紹介キャンペーンもやってるんだって
行く行く映画みたいな恋できるといいな
大丈夫？風邪？
Well, that's what happens when you run around without clothes on every day. I'm fine. I just got some dust, I guess. I'm lying down on the bed with Raul. We're reading some news on my smartphone. We keep reading news related to mythology along with one another, with other matter of interest. News in relation to Gossip on the Camel Part 2. I've since decided to become an actress with Raul by my side. Oh, so I'm a top bridal advisor and an actress now. I've been using my newfound profession as a way to reel in members to Cupid Corp. That's fun. I don't have my arrows anymore, but I still am Cupid. I'm using my position as an actress now to bring people together. I'm praying that my new means will help as many people discover and find happiness and love. Aw, I don't know how that would do that, but cool.
やっぱどこのニュースサイトもラクダに乗った女神パート2の話題ばっかりだね。あ、見て見て、この人も君にアドバイザーしてもらいたいって。相変わらず君はキューピッドだね。ってどうしたの？
What's wrong? Aren't you nervous, Raul?
緊張ってより楽しみな方が大きいかな。だってこんな素敵な君の門出はないでしょ。それに俺にとっては明日の方が大きなイベントだし。
Oh? Tomorrow? We're holding our hands with our brilliant matching rings on our finger. We look at it and then look at each other. Finally going to get married. These rings are our vows. I've asked him to hold the wedding back until we finish today's event. Just thinking about it gives me a headache. Right, but this is... it's still nerve-wracking. I lean on Raul as he pats me gently on my back.
ほらほら。そんな可愛い子にはこうしちゃうよ。
We need to get rid of the statue of Minerva, dude. Raul smiles and gives me a kiss. I close my eyes amid the warmth around me. It's like magic. Being kissed by someone you love fills you with the energy you need. We feel heat as our legs come together. I wonder how long it's been since I started living here like this. I assume most couples calm down a bit after living together for a while. But in our case, the more we're together, the more we fall deeper in love. We're stuck to each other like a pair of mating doves.
大丈夫大丈夫俺がついてるから
Honeymoon phase.
何があっても何とかするよ
See if you ever get out of it. Really? You're adorable. Raul lets out an innocent smile and then gently kisses me again. He knows what to do to ease my soul. This place is my most favorite place in the world. Gentle kissing slowly goes deeper. I suddenly snap out of the euphoria from his sensual touch. Not now, Raul. We need to get going. Get ready.
もうそんな時間
No.
まだ平気だよ
No, because I'm gonna get all sweaty. Oh, stop. This is just one day we can't be late ever. After all, we need to attend the Acroberry Awards? Acroberry Awards? Whatever. The red carpet lies ahead of me. Raul and I slowly place our feet onto the carpet. Don't want to trip on your face. With all the paparazzi. Oh, look at us! We look so cute! Lights start flashing around us the moment we stand upon the red carpet. Raul places his arm around my waist and calmly smiles at the flashing cameras. I follow suit and straighten myself. I then move closer to Raul and smile. Aww, so cute!
ラクダに乗った女神パート2で話題を集めたお二人が登場しました
Aww, they're a cute couple.
お二人ともコメントいただけますか
No. He pushes his mic in front of us. I look up at Raul. He calmly winks at the audience and the camera.
はいラウル・アコニットです久しぶりレッドカーペットに来るのはジェラシックソードぶりかな
Jurassic Pike.
ノミネートしてもらえて嬉しいです受賞できるともっと嬉しいな
You're so cute.
ぜひまだ見てない人もラクダに乗った女神パート2見てね
ありがとうございましたところでミラーさんは映画初出演にして助演女優賞にノミネートされているとのことですが何かコメントはございますか
I'm honored to have a chance on being part of my favorite movie, Gossip on the Camel, and even more honored to be nominated.
ありがとうございました
硬いね
It's not like I've done this before. My debut was nominated for Best Supporting Actress. It's more amazing than losing my arrows as Cupid.
ところでお二人のラブシーンと恋するピュアな姿が話題になりましたがお二人ともお揃いの指輪もされているんですねもしや二人はプライベートでもお付き合いを
Raul and I look at each other. I ask him with my eyes if we should disclose our relationship, to which he winks yes.
はい彼女は僕の女神です
Aw, he's so cute. Too bad his career is probably gonna take a hit, but that's fine. Raul pulls me into his arm. Suddenly, the audience lets out a cheer. Ah! What? Really? We got a scoop. Amid the crowd, I can hear the clamor of voices and confetti starts to fly amid the air. I hear someone yell, "There really is a Cupid!" Aw. This is the story of Cupid, a real goddess turned lover to become someone's goddess. The sound of surprise and congratulations rise from the crowd. We hold our hands and walk down the red carpet. Oh, that was so sweet! Oh, we look great. Look at that. Oh, that's so sweet.
Lightning and stone flies down from the sky. I look up to the skies in stupor as the ominous weather marks the end of this world.
What up, Jupiter?
ぬるい。愚かな人間など全て滅ぼしてやるわ。
Jupiter has been fighting Alexander the Great in the heavens for weeks now. Alexander the Great, who wants to rule the human world, and Jupiter, who wants to protect the human world, have clashed. As a result, a great war has erupted in Celestia, a modern-day gigantomachia. I thought Alexander the Great was a normal human. That may be true, but now that I think about it, I recall hearing about how Alexander the Great bore the blood of the gods within him. Whatever the case, now that he took over Raul's body, he's now exhibiting his power as a god. Which is why he isn't falling to Jupiter's attacks and can fly while raining down stones. Battle between the two gradually escalated and is now affecting the human world. Ah, another jet down. Each country's air force sent in their jet fighters to stop the battle, but each time they're getting shot down. Jupiter may be fighting to protect humans, but it sort of defeats the purpose with all these casualties. And yet the two continue to fight. Power is out all over because of the lightning bolts constantly touching the ground, which in turn is affecting distribution. Except, you know, the lights on the bridge are still on. It's still Auntie's fault. Auntie, you're supposed to be the god of wisdom and war. Stop them and give me back my arrows.
やっぱり彼は戦っている姿が一番だわ。かっこいい。
She's the definition of the step on me girl. Auntie! She can't hear me screaming at her. She's floating in the air and I can't go near her with my powers as a god gone. At this rate, this world is going to be destroyed, though I bet the gods don't really care. After all, Celestia is detached from Earth. Gigantomachia, Noah and the Genesis flood, Ragnarok, Nostradamus' predictions, and the Mayan apocalypse. Media around the world is broadcasting that the world's end has finally arrived. There's nothing that humans can do about it. I mean, there's a reason they're called gods. Humans are powerless against them. Gods can bring an end to the world if they want to. I shouldn't have fallen in love if it was going to come to this. If I didn't fall in love, then this world might have been saved. Not that anything will change now. The lightning and stones chip away at Earth. As the world begins to crumble, all I can do is to think about whether there is an afterlife for me and wait. Aww. Bad ending. Yeah. So, it's been a long time since I played this game, so I kind of forgot a lot of what went on in Raul's story, because it wasn't really my favorite. A lot of Gills was fun, but yeah, it was cute. I like Raul. I like all the characters, honestly. He's not my favorite. I would put him lower, but higher than Gil. I think my favorite characters are Alan. I didn't do his route because it revealed too much. Shelby, it definitely is number one. I love Shelby. The hidden route is also kind of tied for number one. I'm a sucker. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've played this. If you guys want me to do any of the other routes, including the hidden one, I will. Just let me know down in the comments. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!